So this one is super fun to drive and handles great, but is too slow. This one is extremely fast, but hard to drive outside, and I don't carpet race. So I'll put his guts in him. See what happens. So me and my buddy were out playing with the trucks this weekend, and after the batteries died in the trucks, I still had the charged up battery for this, so decided to take it out. And why this thing is an absolute blast to drive. It really handles nice. It lacks power. This brush setup is just it's all right. You know, it can do 22 miles per hour, but it's just not anywhere near powerful enough, I think, for this particular rig. So what I've decided to do, since I bought this thing right when they first came out, this is the Mini B Brushless, and it's a fast car. And on the carpeted track, it does really well, but I'm not an indoor track racer kind of guy. And it's kind of too fragile to drive around outside and bash with. You know, it's got a purpose, and it's good at its purpose. It's just, that's not what I'm into. So I've been seeing a lot of videos of people doing brushless conversions on these, and while at first I thought that wasn't something I was going to be interested in, I want some more speed out of this thing. So like I said, I'm just going to put his 2-in-1 combo in his AR315 receiver into the Typhon Grom. So I'm just going to swap that stuff out, put it in here, and then this should be good for, well, actually, I don't really know how fast it'll go with that. But it should be a whole lot faster than it was. I've got this thing clocked at 22. I'm hoping for, you know, maybe a 10 mile per hour gain in speed, which I think would be about perfect on this thing. I keep seeing a lot of guys doing these awesome big power setups on these, and they're doing, you know, some guys are doing 65, some guys went full ham, and they're doing like 106, 109 miles per hour, which is just incredible. It's amazing that this little guy can actually handle that kind of speed. But I'm not looking for that kind of insanity. That's a lot of fun. I love power, I love speed, but for this one, I just want to have more fun with it when I bring it out to play with it, and have it be a little bit more capable. So I think the 6,000 kV system that's in here is going to be great in here. Now I am also pretty lucky because you can buy this 2-in-1 ESC motor combo, and I'll put this model number right here. And I think they were just recently on sale for like $50. I forget how much they are now. I want to say $83. But since I have him on hand, I'm just going to put him in. Now this gives me two bonuses by taking it from the Mini B. One is it's already got the right power connector on it, so I don't have to do an IC or EC5 to an IC EC2 connector. And he's already got the 2mm shaft 18 tooth pinion on there. He's an 18 tooth as well, but I think it's like a 2.3mm if memory serves. So you can't reuse that gear on this little brushless motor. Well, lucky me, he's got it on there, so all of this should swap right over without a problem. So I'm going to just go ahead and get to getting all this stuff swapped out, and when I meet to a couple different little interesting spots in here, like the modifications I got to do to this ESC to get him out of the way, because this 2-in-1 ESC, you don't need him anymore, but he's also your servo mount, and I don't feel like waiting for a custom 3D printed mount, so I'm just gonna hack his legs off, and I'll show you all that here in a minute. But let me get the wrench in here, and I will be right back with you all here shortly. Alright, so this is the first little part that I was talking about. This is your 2-in-1 brushed ESC receiver that this thing comes with. And this is your servo mount as well. So the servo mounts to them just like that. And there is a company, I forgot what the name is, that makes 3D printed standoffs for it. But I'm just going to go ahead and use the generic Dremel and cut those legs off, and then I'll put it back onto him and bolt him back in place, and we should be good to go. So I'm sure you don't want to hear that loud, annoying, high-pitched noise, so I'm going to pause this again. So that was a nice and quick, easy mod. It took me less than a minute to cut these legs off of the bottom of this 2-in-1 and then get it bolted back up in place. So I'll save that for, I don't know, some kind of project in the future. Maybe I'll make a small crawler or something. But now we have mounts, and it just goes right back in place. Then I'll go ahead and I'll use some double-sided sticky tape to put that 315 right on top of that. So it should look pretty dang stock after I'm all done. So this install is going very, very easy. You just transfer over the motor mount from the stock brush motor. It's got the holes already set up in this little guy to go. When you got to flip this pinion around, because on the Mini B it's facing the other way, and you got to make sure the shaft is just a hair recessed. It's like a 0.5 millimeter, and then it just slides right in place like it was designed for it. Perfect mesh, very nice, very easy. So far, I am digging this conversion. I think this thing is going to be killer when it's done. Okay, so that was a super easy install. This thing took me less than 30 minutes to do this complete conversion. That's putting in the SR315, putting in this 6,000 kV brushless motor. I did have to reclock it. I had these wires coming out the side, so I did clock it a little bit to make sure they weren't pushed up against this center brace. But heck, it almost looks stock. Seems like Arrma should have done that from the factory. So I guess we should see if it works. Plug that in, get the radio powered up, and fingers crossed. All right, that works. Oh, that motor's nice. Whoa! Look at those tires balloon. They never did that before. Okay, this thing is gonna rip. I can't wait. I guess nothing else to do but go grab the GoPro and throw a GPS meter performance analyzer on there. Actually, I should probably make sure that the top goes back on properly. I didn't even think about that. Like a glove. This is gonna be awesome. That was such a easy conversion too. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Bonus points if you know what video channel that's from. Alright, I am on location at my little speed run spot and some dirt spots, and I even remembered to bring my wrap today, so we're just gonna go ahead and get right in it. You guys are gonna get to experience this thing in real time, just how I am experiencing it. I've already got the GPS system powered up, so just get him on. Let's see, make sure, yeah, he's reading, and let's see what it does. Oh wow. So it's got a little bit of torque steer to it. Oh, that is so much faster. Oh wow. and controllable. I do have to trim it a little bit though. Do one more pass here. Yeah, under power it wants to pull to the right, but it's tracking straight. So that is a substantial power gain then. All right, let's see what this thing did. 43 miles per hour. Holy cow. Wow. I was not expecting that. That doubled its speed. Almost. 43 versus 22. All right. I guess now we got to go play with it in the dirt. Time to make it dirty. Wow. It is so much faster. So much faster. And now it wants to try to tip over. Wow, that thing has got so much more kick now. This little guy is turned into a little beast now. This surface is a little bit too rough for him, but I'm still gonna play with it anyway. Oh, it's a little bit loose pack. It's gonna be kind of hard to hit for me to hit this ramp just right, but I'm gonna try anyway. Wow, she's gone from mild to wild. Holy cow. Oh. And like I said, she got so much more power. It's real easy for it to flip over now, but I'm just gonna have to have a little bit better driver control. Somebody's got a donkey. Oh yeah, these bumps are a little bit too big for me to keep a good control on it. I might not be able to hit that ramp just right. Come on, buddy, learn how to drive. This is such a more awesome car now. It's so much more awesome. That little brushless motor makes this thing just a little ripper. I bet on a less rocky surface I'd have a whole lot better time with it. I just can't seem to hit that ramp. There we go. Well, I hope that was in frame. Uh-oh. Did we thermal it already? Nope, I didn't thermal it. I had a big rock stuck up in there on both sides, so it just locked up the rear wheels, which I guess locked up the whole drive system on it. But I mean, it's warm, but it's not blazing hot by any means. Go back at it, little buddy. Oh, I keep picking up rocks and yep, see, got another rock stuck in there. Yeah, this surface is going to be just a little bit too much for him, I think. It's a little bit too rocky. Yep, I keep getting rocks stuck in it. You know what? I still like it though. This surface is just is a little bit too hardcore for this little guy. These rocks are boulders to him. But wow, I mean, 43 miles per hour. That thing just boogies. Look at that bugger go. That is so quick. You know what? I'm gonna have to try to do some street jumps before I kill the battery on this thing. Let's see if I get a little bit more luck on the asphalt trying to hit this ramp. I did not land that one well. Take two. Second time's a charm, right? Wow. That thing jumps nice and flat. And so much power, you don't have to use all the power. And controllable too. If I could just keep it off of its roof. Try moving the ramp over so at least I got that center line to kind of aim me. Oh, whoopsie. A little bit of trimming again. There's that torque steer kicking in. Well, I just can't seem to hit that jump just right to save my life. I think I might have broke something there. Well, I guess that's gonna end the video for today. I didn't break anything. I lost a screw on that front shock, so I didn't bring any of my tools with me today, and I didn't bring any spare screws, so I'm just gonna have to go home and slap a new screw in it. But all in all, I am very impressed. The thing is so much faster. It's a lot of fun now. This thing is awesome. Horizon, if you're listening, you need to make a brushless version of these. They're just too much fun. This is the Dude RC. Hope you all have a good one.